Hare Krishna. Bring out the best within, not the beast within. Whenever we talk about culture, now what exactly is culture? Let's take a radically different context of the use of the word culture to understand what culture is meant to be. Say consider bacteria culture, or we have yeast culture. So these bacteria culture essentially means a biochemical environment in which bacteria can grow. Similarly, yeast culture means a biochemical environment in which yeast can grow. So if we consider human culture means that environment where humanity can grow, where the best within us can come out. Unfortunately, much of what goes on in the name of culture today doesn't bring out the best within. It brings out the beast within. Now, all of us have bestial passions within us: lust, anger, greed. And when these get triggered in an unrestricted way, they make us mad, they make us insane, they make us inhuman, they make us bestial. So, a culture that brings out the beast within, that is not human culture, that is bestial culture. And it is for us as individuals to take responsibility for bringing out the best within. The Bhagavad Gita talks about lust, anger and greed as the three gates to hell. And then this is 16.21, and then 16.22, the Gita actually asks us to take responsibility ourselves to not succumb to sin. एतैर्विमुक्तः कौन्तेय तमोद्वारैस्त्रिभिर्नरः आचरत्यात्मनः श्रेयस ततो याति param gatim. So, having become freed from these three, tamodvaraistribhinara, these are three doors to degradation, to darkness, to ignorance. Acharatya atmanah shreyas, then the person can act for one's own good. Tato yati param gatim, and then that person will attain the supreme destination. So, the point of the Bhagavad Gita is that it warns us that there are these three gates to hell, and it then places the onus on ourselves that we have to take the responsibility to not walk down these gates, but rather atmanah shreyas, to act for our long-term good. And we can act for our atmanah shreya when we understand what is the atma and what is the shreya. When we understand who we actually are, we understand that we at our core are souls who are parts of God, Krishna. And Shreya means long-term good. Our long-term good is in connecting with Krishna and learning to love and serve Krishna. And by that, we can actually attain Krishna. Atmana Shreyas. Tato yati param gatim. So even in day-to-day life, while living in this world, if something brings out the beast within it, sometimes people's lowest passions are kindled, then that is demoniac. And we need to protect ourselves from such demoniac influences. And whatever impressions, whatever stimuli bring out our lower desires, we have to minimize our exposure to them, and we have to expose ourselves to those stimuli that bring out our higher side, that bring out our sublime, spiritual, noble, selfless side. And Bhakti Yoga actually nourishes and brings out those impulses, that positive side of ours. So in that sense, to practice bhakti is to actually is to practice the process that will bring out the best within. Thank you. Hare Krishna.